What's up, everyone? As some of you guys may know, I am a vegan. And lately, in my inbox here on YouTube and also even in my P.O. box, I've been getting letters and messages asking me why exactly I am vegan. And my friends or whomever asked me to do a video about it. So that's why I'm here. I decided to do a video telling you guys why I chose to be vegan. Well, it started off with me talking shit about Michael Vick. If you don't know who Michael Vick is, he's a professional football player, and a few years back he got caught in this dog fighting ring, and it was found that he was not just fighting the dogs, but he killed dogs and otherwise subjecting them to cruelty. And so I think he ended up doing like 2 years in prison or something like that. He got out, and now he's back in the NFL. Anyways, the things I was saying about him, I was in a conversation with someone about him because it was big at the time, and I don't know, I guess I just want to give my opinion about it. And I was just really downgrading him. I was like, I mean, I hated him. I hate him because my whole life I'm a dog lover, dogs, cats. I was a quote-unquote animal lover, I would consider myself. And so, I was just berating him, degrading him, just he's a horrible person. I hated him. I really, really hated him. And I was saying what he did was really awful. And then I decided to make the comparison because at the time I ate meat. I was an omnivore. I ate everything. And I was explaining to the person, even though I eat meat, I said, in these farms, that they kill the animals as fast as they can, they don't subject them to cruelty, so on and so forth. This was what I was saying, trying to defend myself for eating meat, right? And well, I couldn't put my foot in my mouth anymore. A couple days later, or a few days later, I don't remember how long exactly, I was on Yahoo and scrolling through the news articles, and I seen this one about cruelty on animals in farms, and attached to the news article there was a video, and so I decided to watch it. That in itself was unorthodox because I've seen it before. I've seen informed people say, hey, you got to watch this video, see what happens in farms and this and that, and I was always ignorant to it. I always just ignored it. I always just try to justify in my own mind, hey, I know what's going on in these farms. I don't need to see that. There's nothing wrong with me eating meat. But on this day, for whatever reason, I decided to open the news article and I decided to watch the video. And I was quite surprised. I can't tell you exactly what I see in the video because a lot of stuff was very grotesque and gruesome. But I will try to I'll try to find a video and I'll put a link in the description about, or you can look it up yourself. Just search factory farm, something like that. But I'll put a link too, and so you could watch a similar video. But basically, it wasn't what I thought was happening in the farms. It wasn't just there's an animal there, he kind of lives, and then they kill him really fast, either by whatever means. They just kill him really fast. That's what I thought, and that's what doesn't happen. There's a lot of other stuff that goes on the farms. They're subject to a lot of cruelty, and for example, without being too gruesome or anything, sometimes animals are kept in really small spaces to where they can't even like roll over or move side to side. The cages are so small that they can't even move, for example, or cutting parts of their body off while they're still alive. Stuff like that. I really don't want to get into it. Again, I'll just put a link to the video if you choose to watch it. But if you do, be warned, it's probably going to be very graphic. So anyhow, I seen this, right? I seen this video, and I remembered what I was saying about Michael Vick, right? And I was like, I thought to myself, it all hit me at once, like you see in the cartoons, the light bulb goes off somebody's head. It was like the same stuff I was condemning him for treating dogs, animals so cruelly, I was as well responsible for. Not directly, I never did this stuff directly to animals, but by me eating meat that comes from these farms that treats these animals in very cruel manner, I'm contributing to animal cruelty just as much as he is, and even though he's doing it directly. And for all my life, I never put the two together as far as, we have like a stereotype, I guess. Oh, we say, oh, we love animals, but we're referring to like cats and dogs, maybe hamsters and stuff like that. But pigs and chickens and cows, they're just as much as animals as dogs and cats. And, as far as whatever you want to say, they have emotions, they have intellect. Pigs are supposedly more intelligent than dogs even. So, but even besides intelligence, the fact is, they experience pain, they have emotions, they know what it's like to suffer. Any animal, again, whether it's a dog, cat, cow, chicken, pig, whatever it is. And so when they're subject to this cruelty, they understand. They have a conscious of awareness, and they understand. They understand this suffering a lot. And I finally, at that moment, I put it all together, and I was like, you know what? For all this time, again, I have been ignorant, and I had separated the two. I tried to say about myself that I was an animal lover, but I just didn't know that I was contributing to this cruelty, because I didn't know. I truthfully thought that animals were being treated somewhat, fairly, I guess you could say, regular, and being killed in a fast manner, and even though they were being killed, the whole, like I said, the whole circle of life thing that people say, this eats that, whatever. So that's how I justified it. But I fully understand that things die. I do. Everything on earth, pretty much it dies, right? And so that's, again, like people say, it's the circle of life. But cruelty is not part of the circle of life. And when I started to learn more about it, after seeing that article, I read more, and I just really realized that by me eating meat or animal products, I was contributing to this cruelty, and I didn't want to do that anymore. So almost immediately, I stopped. I was like, I couldn't even eat the same meat products and other things that I had before. I just couldn't. I couldn't bring myself to do it, because every time I tried to, I would get those images in my brain about the things that I've seen, and I just couldn't. I just finally, basically, I just finally realized that dogs and cats and the other animals that I mentioned, cows, chicken, pigs, whatever, or lions or whatever, none of them are better or higher up than the other ones, that we should treat these good and treat these other ones unfairly, and as I consider myself an animal lover, I just couldn't contribute to that anymore. And as I got more into it, I was like, say you have a dog as a pet or whatever, right? Okay, you're an animal lover, you have a pet, right? But you don't think about it. You're saving one animal. Say you have a cat or dog, and you have them in your home, you're treating them really nice, but the food that they're eating, that's other animals. You're saving one animal while slaughtering another animal. So you're like, hey, I have a cat, I have a dog, I'm an animal lover. Well, not really. Again, you have one animal that you love, and how many more animals are being slaughtered and, like I said, being treated cruelly and so on and so forth for this one animal. So it's just, I just started to realize a lot of things, and so now I'm just done. I'm done with animal products, animal byproducts. You could look up vegan on Wikipedia, and you could see, you could learn more about exactly what we are. But that's me. And I don't try to force veganism on people, because